So you've got the basic pummel positions down. You're working on pressure, so thinking about pressure. You're thinking about head position, starting to think about head control, maintaining your levels, right? Keeping your head at the correct level, keeps your hips at the correct level, or at the correct distance from your partner. The fundamental thing probably that you need to be thinking about with all of this stuff is hip positioning, right? So if your hips are too close, if your partner can get their hips below your hips, it's not going to be good. If your partner can pull your hips in, it's not going to be good for you. So your hips need to stay away, and all of this stuff is kind of predicated on you having a good hip position, and it all kind of works together. It's all integrated. So if you're doing one thing right, more than likely the other things will be there for you as well. And this is the purpose of these drills, is to get you doing all of those things at one time intuitively without having to micromanage and think about every single aspect of it. As you're working now, you're trying to get more competitive with it, so you're trying to get double underhooks. Maybe you're trying to get to your partner's back. You're trying to catch a leg. Sometimes I'll have people drill this and I'll say, now go for either double underhooks or try to catch a leg. And that's a real simple way to advance this a little bit, make it put a little bit more pressure on you and your partner. So once you're here at this stage, things are going to start opening up a little bit, right? So we've talked about head control. We start in this pummel position and we start going back and forth. And then as we start to kind of go into this kind of stuff, trying to get double underhooks, you might start to create some space between you and your partner. Now that's okay. Okay, that's okay. You can have space, but you have to remember that any space that's created is going to be filled by either her or me. And I need to get there first. I need to be proactive. I need to manage this space before my partner does. And if you can get there before them, that's great, obviously. If you're behind, then you're gonna have to fight for better positions, maybe somewhere else. So as we're going now, let's make it competitive. So try to go for double underhooks. Ready? Go. As we're going, you see things start to open up. I'm putting my head in a little bit, and now I've got a little bit of this going on to try to keep that arm away, right? If I wanna go in here, it's harder for me to go here than it is to go here, right? So you might start to see some hand fighting, some bicep pummeling, and that's okay. The point the point right now is to consider that outside of my elbows is where Kathy wants to be. So if she can just push that elbow aside. If she can get outside my elbows, in that moment I'm beat. If I can get outside of her elbows, in that moment she's beat, right? So anything that happens inside of here, I want to keep her inside my elbows, and I want to be proactive, and I want to be heavy. So I don't want to be here waiting for her to do something. I want to be filling space, and I want to be proactively trying to advance my position. All right. This is the great thing about clinch fighting, is you have to make things happen, especially if there's a disparity in size and strength. Right. If I want that arm, and I just do this, she can probably just yank it away from me. But there's things you can do as you get better at this that I can make her give me that arm. All right, we'll talk about that a little bit later. I can make her give me her posture for just a split second. And the smaller you are, the weaker you are, the more timing and precision in those moments are going to be critical. Big, strong people can muscle their way through a little bit more inefficient technique. But again, for right now, we're talking about managing space. So it's okay. The point is that it's okay to start opening up. So as we're fighting now, we start opening up, right? And I can use my hands, I can use my head, and I can start doing things like this to try to improve my position. All right, let's do that. Ready? Still going for double up. Break that grip.